Ladies, never order a lobster on a date. The lobster is the most expensive thing on the menu, okay? So just know that if you order and consume a lobster, you have to touch your date's wiener. You have to, okay? It's like a sexual contract from the sea. It's binding. Now, keep in mind, he wants you to get the lobster. He's not gonna make you get it, but he's hoping you'll come to that conclusion on your own. He's hoping you'll be flipping through the menu and you'll be like, I don't know what to get. Like, I don't know, I'm eating fresh this week. I'm eating a lot of fresh things. That's my new thing, fresh. I'm gonna just do fresh food. Oh, lobster? Should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get the lobster? Should I crack it open on my head like an otter, eat it off my chest? Lobster? Yeah, because then it's wiener time this Sunday at Vagina. Here's how it's gonna go down, okay? You're gonna be making out later. And now guys, this is for you to know. Just so you know, as girls, we like to make out with you when we first meet you. We like to make out with you a couple times and then leave right when you think we're gonna sleep with you, okay? We do it to make sure that you like us, but if you wanna know the truth, they teach us this shit in high school. While you were off building a birdhouse and shop class, we were off learning how to be annoying. Here's how it happens. You're gonna be making out. And you'll notice that when a girl makes out with you and leaves you, we always leave in a very sweet way because we want you to have a nice impression of us for later, right? So it's always like, okay, well, I gotta go, bye. Bye, I like you too, stop it. It's always very sweet, right? I've gone as far as to sometimes bring a little thing of vanilla body spray, and when he gets up to go to the bathroom, I spray it on his pillow. That way later when he texts me, he's like, oh my God, my pillow still smells like you. I'm like, that's amazing. Why? You can get creative with it. You can take a handful of glitter on your date, and then after you're leaving, just be like, okay, I gotta go. Bye. You bring a smoke bomb, and then like still be standing there because you don't know magic. Really, you're gonna go? That's messed up. That's messed up. It's messed up, Amber. You're just gonna go. Just gonna go? It's funny. It's funny. You're just gonna go, cause I distinctly remember. I bought you a lobster. Man's right, time to pay the piper. Girls, you do not have to sleep with him. It's just a crustacean. That's ridiculous, all right? But you gotta give him something. I suggest a beach. That's what I suggest. That's proper. Don't do a hand job. That's ridiculous. That's child's play. Hand job? A handy, really? As a grown woman, you're not doing a hand job, okay? If you voted, you're not doing a hand job. Let's send some hand jobs overseas to China. Not doing a hand job. A hand job, that's what kids do when you're like a teenager. You do a hand job, you put on your promise ring, you revel in your virginity for the next 10 to 15 years, depending on your involvement with comic books. That's what a hand job is for. As an adult, it's not happening. It's an intermediary step in a sexual evolution that you've evolved past, okay? It's like a tail. Necessary at one point for balance, but if you busted it out at a house party, people would be like weirded out. I was out with a guy one time who I wasn't even into. I didn't want to do anything, and he didn't buy me a lobster. And I explained everything, and after talking to him, he's like, I'd like a hand job. I think it sounds great. And I guess I was frustrated because he hadn't been listening to me or my feelings. And I was like, all right, I'll tell you what, son. I'm gonna give you a hand job. But it's gonna be on my terms. 45 minutes long. No lotion. And you don't break eye contact. Go! I know a lot about dating because I watch a lot of dates. That sounds creepy. I host a dating show. So I've learned a lot about men and women and their interactions. And one important thing that I've learned is that when you like someone and you want to impress them, what do? You lie. You have to. Because if people knew how weird you were in your off time, no one would have you. Guy says to you, what do you like to do for fun? Girls, you can't be honest. You can't be honest about that shit. You can't be honest about what you were doing 10 minutes before you came to the door. You have to lie. What do you like to do for fun? You can't tell him. You can't be like, I really enjoy choreographing naked cheerleading routines to old Britney Spears CDs, and then I Google a bunch of hentai porn, masturbate, don't wash my hands, Facebook stalk my ex-boyfriend and his ex-girlfriends, jot down their place of employment for future reference, and then I go bake some cookies, and then I mouth kiss my dog and promise her that one day she'll be my wife. You can't say that. 9 times out of 10, guy asks a girl, what do you like to do for fun? The girl's answer will be, hiking. I love hiking. I do. Don't I? I do. I love hiking. I do. Hiking's... I love hiking. I do. I love it. I love hiking. No, you don't. Stop lying. You don't like... Really, Stacy? You like hiking? Where are your trail spikes? Where's your walking stick? Where's your lesbian mountain partner? You don't like hiking. You don't even know what hiking is. Most modern girls don't really know what hiking is, okay? To the average girl, hiking is you wake up whenever you want, you put on Lululemon yoga pants because they make your butt look unreasonably good, as they should for $800. And you go for a walk in the park with your best friend and complain about how hungover you are. That's hiking. Yeah, I do it too. Promise you this, girls, it's not a sport if you can drink a Starbucks and have a pita while you're doing it. Do you want a piece of pita? Hiking. But there's a method to our madness. There's a reason women say hiking. We say hiking because we think guys like hiking. That's why we're doing it. We'll be outside where the bugs are. No, we think you like that. We're taught to believe that men are outdoorsy and rugged and they like nature. As far as we're concerned, you're the closest thing we know to a bear. So we say hiking hoping to have something in common with you. We honestly say hiking hoping that you'll be like, you like hiking? I like hiking. Marry me. It's the easiest thing you can say that you do. It's one of the only outdoor activities that you can lie and say that you do it, having never done it before, and then do it and pull it off because it's walking. You can't pull that off. You shouldn't be mating with anyone. Most outdoor activities require a decent amount of skill. For example, you can't say you like rock climbing if you've never been rock climbing. I mean, you can, but I promise you this, you're gonna go, you're gonna slip, you're gonna get your hand caught in a rock, 127 hours later, Stump's not getting you a second date, I promise you that. I don't know if girls want to hear this, but the truth is 90% of the activities that women engage in revolve around getting a guy's attention, okay? And it's just the way we're built biologically. This is just something we do. We love to get your attention. It's part of the sport of it, all right? You think I go to a sports bar because I like warm beer and sticky bar stools? No, I go because there's guys there. You think I do a pub crawl every year because I like it when my liver hurts? No, I go because there's guys there. We don't wear heels for our circulation. We do it to prop up our butts so you'll look at me and want to mate with me. That's why we do it. This isn't a game, all right? This isn't a push-up bra, it's body armor, and this ain't makeup, sweetheart, it's war paint. Let's make a baby.
And you can tell if a woman is crazy. Easy. Watch it. Men, you should never, ever say, oh, my ex went crazy. Nope, she was crazy when you met her, you just wanted to sleep her. That's it. That's it. She didn't go crazy, she lives in crazy. You could tell if a woman's crazy. Want some hints? I'll tell you. You see a white woman over 40 with a flower in her hair and you're not in Hawaii, crazy shit's about to go down. You should duck and cover because that vagina is a black hole of neediness right there. You will never fulfill that woman, ever. Not enough attention in the world. Women are easy to tell if they're crazy. You can tell if a woman's crazy in direct proportion to her eyebrows. Yep, the thinner the eyebrow, the crazier the broad. My mother-in-law shaves hers off and draws them back on and she's Planet Bananas, okay? But see, some of you are sitting there trying to figure out how thick or thin your eyebrows are. Your men are giving me hostage signals. So much fun. You find the funny. She did not pay attention. My cousin did not pay attention to things. After 17 years of marriage, her husband texted her that he wanted a divorce. Texted her. She was hysterical. She called me up, she goes, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I said, pretend you didn't get it. That's what you're gonna do. What are you, new? Get out of here. Stupid. It was a cliche, okay? It's a cliche. He cheated on her, right? I understand people cheat. I'm not an idiot. It's the way of the world. People cheat. I get it. I think the internet was meant to trip you guys up. I grew up with all boys. I'm in a male-dominated industry, and I'm gonna tell you something that is very on point. And fellas, I need you to listen. And if you're with your man, don't worry about it. I don't want him. I barely want the one I got, okay? So yours is safe from me. 4 out of 5 women do not want a picture of your penis. People cheat. Man, I saw Larry King on TV talking about how he cheated on his wife. Did you even know Larry King was still alive? I saw him on TV. I just thought it was like Weekend at Bernie's. How you doing? Well, I'm Larry King. I'm never gonna be on his show. I don't care. He cheated on his 7th wife. 7th! I'm sure it was all her fault. She's 36 years younger than him, okay? She was a former beauty queen. And you know that that young girl married that old man because she loves him. Please, right? Like, you know that's ridiculous. No one has ever been sexually attracted to the eagle from the Muppets, okay? Can we be honest? That's ridiculous. I'm supposed to believe that. But here's where it all comes clear. When you find the funny, that means you gotta look past what the initial story is. Here's the real story. Here's the funny part of the story. You know who he cheated on her with? And here, watch. Also the difference here between men and women. This is why we'll never be equal. Right here in this very next sentence. Want to see why men and women will never be equal? You know who he cheated on her with? Her sister. Right, women are like, oh my God, that's horrible. Oh, what a betrayal. Men are like, holy shit, Larry got sisters. They'd like to say it, some of it are say it in their heads because they're afraid of you, because they're afraid you're gonna punch them in the dick while they sleep. Because that's what women do. We can only be cool for so long. We wait like 3 weeks later after you piss us off because we still want to seem like we're cool. Wake up in the middle of the night, remember the stupid shit you said, and punch you in the dick. And then pretend we're having a nightmare. Jason was chasing me. Oh my God, Jason was chasing me. You should hold me. I'm so not girly. Even my girl impersonation sounds like a gay man. Oh, God. My cousin, that whole thing opened up because the Larry King, I got to tell you, I was thinking about that Larry King thing, and he cheated on her with her sister. Now, when you find the funny, you have to understand that was just a plot to kill him. Right? Because she took him back after he cheated on her with her sister. So you know that that was really just her saying to her sister, listen, if you really need a new car and a vacation, I got a plan. Because she thought that her sister could give him a heart attack and then she could get a better house. And she took him back. That's how I know it was a plot to kill him, because no woman would take a man back who cheated on her with her very own sister. That was a plot to kill him. Because she was tired of having sex with that old man. That young 36-year-old beauty queen was tired of having sex with that old man. Having sex with Larry King would be like banging a bucket of chicken. It's all brittle and the bones break and the skin is falling off. You can't get the grease off your fingers, man. You want to be a gold digger, there's your life. You get education, you can have sex with who you want. That should be the slogan for the literacy campaign, but no one calls me. Just call me. Call me, please.
He's super macho. I like that. I'm old school. I like a macho guy. I like my guys macho. You know, the kind of guy that's like, get in the car. Where are we going? Doesn't matter. There is part of me that wants to be like, don't talk to me like that. But I'm gonna get in the car now. I'm gonna do what you say. On my own accord. Here's the thing. I think women do like macho guys. I think we do. You guys just gotta know when to bring it out in the relationship. Because a lot of guys hide their macho. They're afraid it's too much. You gotta bring it out that first fight. The first fight you have with your girl, show it. Do you know how sexy that is? You're having your first fight with your guy, right? You guys are going back and forth, and he just punches a wall. You're like, oh my God. He was pretending that was my face. Jesus. I might have to marry this one. There's something sexy about that, because there's not a lot of guys now that are like that. There's not a lot, guys. There's guys now that are just... Yeah. They're wearing skinny jeans. Can we just discuss this for a second? Yeah. Yeah. Why is this happening? I don't feel safe. I don't. Why are you wearing skinny jeans? What if I am in a situation and I'm with Mr. Skinny Jeans? Something goes down. He's like, save yourself! Make a run for it, baby! We are talking marriage, me and the boyfriend. I know. Aww. Was that disappointment or excitement? You're like, oh, don't do that to yourself. I know we have married people here, right? Married people? Woo woo. Yeah. I take marriage really seriously. My parents have been together 55 years, maybe over that. Yeah, so I take it super seriously. So if I was gonna get married, I'd want a really good wedding. Here's the problem, people are messing up their weddings nowadays. Just went to my girlfriend's wedding, she wrote her own vows. I don't like it. Because she didn't just write vows, she wrote like an epic poem of every feeling she's ever had. Like she got up there, she was like, our love is like a blossoming flower. And over time, it has become a garden of love. And as the butterflies of the future, I'm like, what were you on when you wrote this? Your love is like a butterfly? Couldn't it be like a cheetah? I want to get out of here. That's why I wish it was the guy's idea to write the vows. I feel like you guys just get to the point right away. Like he would have just got up there and been like, I'll try not to have sex with anybody else. I'll try. Then they would high five and the wedding's over. It'd be the best wedding ever.